it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Throwing to start here is Tua. And this one is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They will run with Grant. There gets him 7 up to midfield. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Tua. A little short pass. This is Everett. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 15 carries, 63 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
On 1st and 10, Gibbs. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gibbs. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And oh boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Gibbs. Touchdown Giants. Kyle Pitts. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 2nd down, here's the Wonder. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Lions' 34-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. This is Grant. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Grant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there, with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have regained the lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want it to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. Off play action. Gibbs drops this off with Nwangu. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Fields. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down. Gibbs. That one into the hands of Flowers. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gibbs. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will knot us up at 10. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
And Detroit getting set to go now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Tua. A little short pass. This is Everett. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down now, but that clock rolling. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Tua. A little short pass. This is Everett. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That's complete to his running back, Grant. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the Lions are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to pass. Tua. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Allen Lazard from 4 yards out. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants now are going to take over late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll run on first down. It's Fields. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Off the play fake. Gibbs. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And 8 yards pickup. 1st down is right.
Tua going to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Lions.
Back to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
Penalty
It takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Grant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibbs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Gibbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Fields. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On 1st down, Gibbs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
They'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finding Williams once more, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up, facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd down. Gibbs. His throw incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Off a play action. Tagovailoa keeps himself upright. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. In trouble, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he will return this one to the